Hi guys, I'm Rebecca and welcome to my channel. So this is my first ever YouTube video, so I thought to start things off I do this pretty autumnal glam look. This is inspired by SOPHDOESNAILS. I think she did a look like this a couple of weeks ago, so I've taken inspiration from that. So if you want to see how I achieved this glam autumn look, then keep on watching. Right, so first of all, can we just appreciate this headband? It's so cute. Right, so to start off with, I'm just going to moisturise. I'm using the Body Shop Vitamin C Gel Moisture Cream. And then for primer, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Superfruit Extract Antioxidant Serum and Primer. Serum that comes in like a little drippy bottle like that. So first of all, I'm going to do my brows. So for my brows, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Super Brow 24-hour Super Brow in the shade Graphite, which is in a really pretty little jar like that. It just looks like any other like normal brow pomade. So I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush, so it's the one with the spoolie on one end. And my eyebrows are actually microbladed, so I don't have to do that much to draw them on. So I literally just take the pomade and I'm just filling out the ends of my brows. As this is going to be like a super glam look, I am going for quite a full brow. So I just make sure that the tail end of my brow is super filled in like that, and then with the rest of the product on the brush, I just brush through the rest of my brow and just blend that out. So that is one brow done, and then the other one exact same on the other side. So once I've filled in my brows, I just get a clean spoolie and just brush through them, and that just blends out the product to make it less obvious when I've started drawing them on. So now I'm gonna carve out my brows. This isn't something I do on like a day-to-day basis. I normally just go through with like a brow mascara for like everyday brows, but when I'm doing like a glam look, if I'm going out, then I do like to carve them out. So I'm going in with the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit in the shade Fair, and I'll be going in with this concealer shade, which is the shade Fair. And then I'm just blending out the edge of that as well. Just makes it easier to blend into my foundation. So I look super crazy at the moment. So now I'm going to go in with foundation, and what I'm using for foundation today is the Revolution Pro Foundation Drops in the shade F1. So they're a little droppy bottle like that. This is one of my favourite sort of drugstore foundations, just because, like I say, I've got really dry skin and this is quite nice and glowy. So it's got quite a dewy finish, it's not too matte, so it doesn't dry my skin out too bad. And I'm going in with a Real Techniques Beauty Blender, damp, blending that out. So I do like the full coverage look. Love me some coverage. So I normally go in with like 2 layers of this. And it is really nice and buildable, so it is easy to go in with more than 1 layer if you need to. Obviously, if you prefer a more natural look, and you can just go in with 1 layer. But I'm not a fan of the natural look. So you can see that it has got a really dewy finish. It's not matte at all. For concealer, I'm using the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour Concealer in the shade C1. Looks like that. It's a little doe foot applicator. And so I'm just putting that. Mine's just about run out. But I have got one of the supersize ones in my makeup drawers, ready for when this finally dies. Just concealing under my eyes, my chin, just down my nose, just sort of the high points on my face, and just a bit on my forehead as well. So yeah, this is just about dead. Also, Revolution's shade range on their foundation and concealer is really good as well. As I am very pale and I do struggle to find foundation that is pale enough for me. So next I'm going to powder all this down because I'm looking very shiny at the moment. So I'm going in with the RCMA No Colour powder. It comes in a big bottle like this. This is my favourite powder at the moment. Again, having dry skin, I find that a lot of powders make me look really dry and cakey, but this one, it doesn't do that at all. The only problem with it is that it's just got the little lid like that, so you can't really shake it into anything. So I just use the lid from one of my other powders and just shake a bit into there. So I'm just going to get a small setting brush. I'm using this one by Real Techniques, and I'm literally just gonna blend out any creases under my eyes and take some of that powder and just press it in under my eyes to set the concealer. It just looks really nice and matte, and I'm just going to take a bigger brush, so this big powder brush by Unicorn Cosmetics. And you can see how much that's set my face down now. I'm not super shiny anymore. I'm going to move on to my eyes next. And to prime my eyes, I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the original purple one. And it's just a little doe foot applicator. And then I'm just going to tap that in. So I'm using the Soph Revolution Extra Spice palette. Just looks like this, try not to blind you. This is one of my favourite eyeshadow palettes. Obviously I love Soph and I love Revolution, so I was so happy when she said she was doing a first palette, and then this one is just even better. So on the inside it looks like this. Yeah, try not to blind you. So it's got a super big mirror in it, which is great for travelling. And I'm glad that Revolution have now decided to put the shade names like on the palette rather than on the plasticky thing, because I'm terrible for losing the plastic inserts with the shade names on. So I am very happy that they're all now like imprinted under the shades. So first of all, I'm going to go in with the shade Cookie Dough as my transition. So I'm just going to take just a big fluffy brush. I'm going to use this one from Zoeva. This is the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush. Now I just swirl my brushes in this little spongy thing just to get off any dirt on them. They are a bit stained at the moment. And I'm just running that through the crease first of all. I always make sure I tap off my brushes before I put the colour on, just because I'd rather blend the colour up gradually than put way too much on and be like, oh my god, what have I done? And then I think the next shade that Soph went in with on her video was this one called Cheesecake, which is this warm chocolatey brown. So I'm just going to take the Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease brush. So I'm just taking that shade Cheesecake and putting that right in the crease. I'm just concentrating that more in the crease than I did with the first one. And then I'm just going to go back to that first brush and just blend that out. The trick is just to go in with a really light hand when you're blending. And then I'm going to go in with one more shade. I don't think Soph did this on her look, but I'm going to do it. So I'm just taking an even smaller brush. This is a Zoeva 238 Luxe pencil brush. And I'm just going to take even darker shade. I'm going to go with Brownies in the corner down here. So I'm going to put this. I can't remember exactly what Soph did in her look, so it's just kind of my take on it. I'm going to put this in the outer and inner corners. Try and create that halo eye look that she did. Then going back in with that first brush again. And then to make the halo eye really intense, I'm going to go in with some concealer just on the centre of my eye. So I've just done the concealer for my halo eye. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in the GLAM shade. So I'm going to go in with Mimosa on the middle of my eyes as the halo bit. So I'm just taking a small flat brush. This is a Zoeva 238 Luxe Precision Shader Brush. It's such a pretty shade. Like, I wish I wasn't so pale so that I could get away with it as highlight. I always find that shimmery shades on the eye kind of work better if you use your finger, so just to intensify that in the middle. So I'm just going to take a pencil brush that I used just to apply that darker shade. And then with the same brush, I'm going to take the shade Cheesecake and just run it underneath on my lower lash line. So that's what I should have done. I'm really happy with that. It looks really pretty. I'm going to go in with the NYX That's the Point mascara. It's like a really fine felt tip. And I'm just going to line my upper lash line. So mascara, I am using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. The wand on this is just like, it's super fluffy. And it's probably one of my all-time favourite mascaras. I don't feel like I hear enough people talking about this mascara, like, before and after. Look how nice my lashes look. So I'm going to finish off my face because it's looking very flat and one colour and pale. So I'm going to go in with the Sleek Face Contour Kit. This was one of the first contour products I ever purchased and it's still like my go-to product. It's slowly dying a death. So I'm just taking the NYX 06 big fan brush, just dipping into there, and I always make sure I tap absolutely loads off. So I'm going to go in with bronzer now, and I'm using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Bronzer and blusher are fairly new to me. I never really used to use them, but now I've started using it and I really like it. So this is what the bronzer looks like, and it smells amazing. It smells like chocolate. So I'm going in with the Spectrum AO4 brush and tap the excess off, and I'm going just above where my contour is but below where I'd highlight, if that makes sense. And I blend it like into the contour. And then I'm just taking some of that around my forehead as well, just so I don't look as sort of flat on one colour. So then I'm going to go in with blusher, and I've got this little mini, it's the Benefit Rocketeur, I think, blush, and it looks like this. So I'm just going in with the same brush that I did my bronzer with. And I'm just going to smile and bob it on the apples of my cheeks. So, last of all, my favourite step, highlighter. I love highlight. I love looking super intense and glowy. So I'm going to go in with the Glow Kit again from earlier. And I'm going to go in with the shade Crushed Pearl, which is the lightest one here. So I'm just going to take my Zoeva 134 Luxe Powder Fusion brush. Obviously, if you're not as crazy about highlight as I am, then you can just go in with a little bit. And that same brush, I'm just going in on my Cupid's bow. And taking Crushed Pearl again, just on my brow bone. And I'm going to go in inner corners of my eyes as well. And then I'm just going to go on the tip of my nose. So last of all, like Soph did in her video, I'm going to go in with a super dark lip. So this is the Lime Crime Velveteen. It's in the shade Blood Moon. It's like a really dark red. It almost looks black, but it is sort of just a really intense red. And all their products smell amazing as well. So this is the finished look. Excuse my crazy hair. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please give me a big thumbs up and click subscribe. If you've got any suggestions for future videos that you'd like me to do, just drop me some comments down below and give me a follow on Instagram and Twitter. I'll leave my names either on screen or down below. And thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.